Hello, Endeavor students. We are now working on our final drafts of our research project, and one thing that you need to make sure you include on your final draft is a works cited page. This allows you to give credit to the people that you got your information from so that you're not plagiarizing. If you don't cite your sources, it's like saying that you came up with all that information on your own. You did all the research, talked to the original people, and really you're taking these ideas from the authors of the books that we use or authors from online sources. So this should be pretty easy. We are going to use something called EasyBib, and this is Easy Bibliography, which is another name for Works Cited. So all you have to really do is search for one or two things and it creates your citation for you. So you will need your book. You need the cover where you have the title and the author's name, and then you are going to want to double check the first page inside for the publisher information because there might be different books that pop up. So I'm going to try to get rid of this ad. Sorry if there's ads that pop up. So we're going to create a citation. When you go to the first page, it might say to check your paper, or it might say, I just want to create citations. You can just do the create citations one. So here we have the book source selected. You want to keep it on MLA book, and then we can type the name of the book. And let's go ahead and add the author's last name. Because I know there's a bunch of people that have written about this topic, so I'm going to narrow my results by adding the author's name. And it is this one. I looked inside the cover of my book, and this is the publisher and the copyright year, so I know that's the correct one. Then you hit Cite and continue. It will ask you to fill in some missing info, but you don't really need it. For example, this is not a volume in a series, so we don't need to add that. It has everything else filled in for us. And let's change that to capitalized and complete citation. And then it just creates it for you. It takes a second, so just be patient. And then you want to select one and copy it. And then you go to your area at the end of your final draft. I added a page at the end of my Google site just for Works Cited, and then I just added a text box. I went to insert text box, and then I put it there. Now let's say I want to do another one. If I had a supplement with online sources, I'm going to copy this URL up here, because on EasyBib all you have to do is plug in the URL for online sources. So it's pretty easy. So let's go to this little drop down menu and let's do website. There we go. And then we just plug in the URL and search. And this is the correct web address. So we're going to cite that. It says that they will need the publisher from me, which I believe we just scroll to the bottom of the page of the website. If we can. And it is Encyclopedia Britannica Inc. Next to the copyright date, you'll always find the publisher. So on this page, you gotta wait for that to come up. So they do have it filled in on the encyclopedia, so I guess I don't need that. And everything else is already filled in, so complete citation. And then you go to the one that you want. Here's the new one. Click there. Copy bibliography citation. And then I'm going to go to my final draft and paste. So imagine if you had to type all that in order correctly on your own with the last name, and then the punctuation and everything. This one has quotation marks for the title of the web page. This one has the entire website italicized, the publisher, the date has to be in a specific format, and then also the URL. So it's kind of hard to do unless you have a source like EasyBib to use. So now I'm finished, and I will get credit for not plagiarizing because I've cited my sources and all of my information is in my own words. So when you're ready for this step, just go to easybib.com and it will let you go ahead and make your works cited. And always let me know if you have any questions.